Hi there, library friends. This is Miss Erica with the Shenandoah County Library, and I want to welcome you to week 1 of our summer reading program. This year's theme is Tales and Tales. So we are celebrating animal stories this year, and something new that we have available at the County Library in Edinburgh are these great take and make kits. Something new we're trying this year. You can come by the library, pick up a kit, and there will be a fun craft inside. We'll have a different kit each week. This is the kit for younger crafters. And for week 1, the theme is bugs. I'll show you what I made out of the kit. Here's my bug. I haven't thought of a name for him yet. Kind of looks like a cootie bug, if anybody remembers that old game. I will show you what is inside the kit if you come to pick one up from the library. It's called Build-A-Bug. And each kit will have this instruction sheet that just gives you some basic instructions. It includes a list of the materials inside. Let's see what's in here. So the first thing that you'll want to get out is your pack of Crayola Model Magic Air Dry Clay. It's in the color white because, of course, you're going to want to be able to color your bug with your own imagination. And when you get your kit, you'll be able to feel, even before you open it, this is really soft clay. It is so easy to work with. What I really like about air dry clay is that you do not need to bake it in the oven or do anything special for it to harden up. It just takes a couple days to dry. But that's also really nice because you can start working on your bug today. And if you're not quite done with it, you can put it in like a plastic sandwich bag, zip it up, and the clay won't dry out. It'll stay nice and soft for you to work on again later. So when you get your kit, the first thing you're going to want to do is mold your clay into the shape of whatever bug or spider or other creepy crawly your imagination wants to make. I just went with a traditional shape with mine: a head, a thorax, and an abdomen. Remember, spiders usually just have 2 body segments. But maybe you're going to make a caterpillar or a worm. Who knows? The next thing you'll want to do after you've made the shape of your bug is get out the second part of your kit. Inside there's a bag that has all different accessories. So your kit will include 2 different pipe cleaners. I used basic scissors to snip my pipe cleaner into legs and antenna for my bug, and I just push them down inside the clay, and they're actually sticking in there pretty well. But you could also add a dab of glue once it's dry if yours just don't want to stick in there. You could also use the pipe cleaner to make wings if you wanted your bug to have wings. But you may want to ask a grown-up to help you cut that pipe cleaner. It can be just a little tough, but even basic scissors should do the job. Your kit will also include beads and sequins if you want to add beads or sequins to your bug. And each kit will have, see if you can see it there, 2 googly eyes that you can add to your bug. And these googly eyes are the kind, they're like stickers. They have a little paper backing on them that you can peel off. Here's the trick that I found worked really well when I made my bug. I did not peel off the paper first. I just pushed the eyes down into the clay where I wanted them to go, and then I took them off again and let my bug dry. It took about a day or 2 to be dry. Then I peeled off the paper backing from the eyes and stuck them down to the clay. My worry was that if I just peeled off the paper and stuck the eyes on while the clay was still wet, it might just not stick very well. And you can see they're not coming off. They're on there pretty good. But if yours don't want to stick, you could also just use a little dab of glue, and that would probably hold them on there pretty well. Once you've gotten all the pieces in place, if you want to add color to your bug, you have a couple of choices. I just use regular old Crayola washable markers, and I think the color turned out really nice. If you want bright colors like I have on my bug, you'll want to wait for the clay to dry. If you look underneath my bug though, you see how the color's almost pastel? It's really soft looking. That's because under here on my bug, it was still a little bit wet. So if you like the way this looks, you could go ahead and color your bug while it's still wet before the clay has dried. Another option would be to use some watercolor paints. The instructions that came with the Model Magic clay did say that you could use watercolor paints on the clay either while wet or once it's dry. I didn't give that a try, but you might want to and see how it turns out. And there you have it, your very own Build-A-Bug. Keep in mind that these kits are only available while supplies last, so we may run out by the end of the week. We are asking everyone to please just get one kit per kid per week. And if this kit seems just a little bit too easy, if you are more of an advanced crafter, then our Adult and Teen Services librarian, Mr. David, is working on kits of his own. So those will be for our kind of more advanced crafters. You can check out our Facebook page or come on by the library and ask about those if you want more information. And, oh, do keep in mind, these are only available from our Edinburgh branch. So you'll need to come visit us here if you want to pick up a kit. Again, these are available June 1st through 5th. We hope to see you soon at the library. Bye-bye.